Alright, back once again. SUMARI Dark Arts. 60th video, guys. 60th video. Now, that last one I just made, I know that I said I was going to make a part 2, but I don't think I have to. I think I said pretty much what I wanted to say. Don't over-identify with the body too much, and that's pretty much it, meaning your vessel. Self-power is all you need. Focus on your own individuality, and it will take you into other realms of reality, man. I mean, that's it. But this is a 60th video, and as I've said before, I think it's time to get into new areas that I need to introduce you guys to. Somebody did hit me up on Facebook. I don't want to say your name, you know who you are. Asked me to mention something about, physical reality and life after death and dreams. I'm not being funny, but it's like I've already made now we got 59, it's like over 50 videos of me going into detail about that. So just go through the list, man. Like all the videos there. They have titles and descriptions pretty much. I'm sure I've gone into that many times already. I need to, for everyone else's development and yours, I need to go beyond this and get into other things. I've talked enough about dreams and how it connects to life, and don't worry about other people's videos, you know what I mean? Everyone's going to say something, just like I'm saying something, so don't worry about trying to compare. Like, oh, this person said this in his video, this person said the afterlife is like that, this person said we're trapped in our bodies, this person said we're in hell already. Everyone's going to have their version. Pick the one that's best for you. That's all I can say. Just pick whatever works for you. I don't believe in those versions. This is my version. Very simple. When you die, there's an infinite number of choices. You can choose what you want. If you want to limit yourselves, you go to those other places with, demons, hell, fires, or whatever, Hades situations. That's what you want. Me, I roll with a different click. It is all about manifesting reality and using your power to your full potential. That's what's going to happen. Not if, not maybe. I don't believe it. This is what's going to happen when I leave physical reality. That's what's going to happen. So it's like the choice is up to you, man. You choose what you want to do. That's it. I can't make it any more simple. I can't break it down anymore. That's it. Afterlife is up to you, man. That's what you want to do with it. But if you want more details, you got over 50 videos to look at. So just go back, hit them up, and see what you can pull from them. Now, I got to get out of here because I got some stuff to do. But being that this is a 60th video, I feel I need to do something special. Excuse me. Now, going back 2 years ago, I made a video, SUMARI Dark ARTS-60, sexual transmutation, redirecting sexual energy, and some other stuff, jealousy being a disease, on TV. But the main gist of that video was about sexual transmutation and redirecting sexual energy. Excuse me. I need to take you guys on a new trip from a SUMARI perspective. And the SUMARI's perspective on some, I don't know, we'll call it for now, it's like psychic sexuality and multi-dimensional orgasms. So, on my journey, that was 2 years ago, right? That I went into how you can redirect sexual energy. Had a lot of flack from that video because I mentioned something about pornography, and a lot of people flipped out and got defensive, and some people got upset. But it is what it is. That's what I have to say. That was 2 years ago. But now, I'm about to introduce you guys to something new. When you have a relationship with somebody, it doesn't always have to be straight sexual, in the bed, getting busy. I mean, if you want to add a little spice to your life, a little spice to your relationships, and just get in contact on a more deeper level, try going at this from a different way. If you have a new person you met on a date, and the person, let's say if you met a person and you want to connect with them, you end up back at your house or wherever, and you know, you want to have a sexual experience with this person because that's what we want in life. A lot of times, it's natural. Don't be shy. But maybe it's just bad timing, or maybe it could be a list of anything that it won't happen that night. The physical act of sex. Don't feel bad. Don't get stressed. Why don't you try going at this from a more creative perspective? Why not have a psychic sexual experience with this person? And what I mean by this is you connecting your soul with their soul and experiencing a sexual act on a whole nother level. Now, I got limited time, so it's time to get mature, everybody. I'll break this down for you real quick. I'm gonna give you a few different exercises that you can do. And one of them is, you have a person that you want to connect with on a sexual level, and they both willingly, you both want to do this, but you don't want to do the actual act of physical sex, or maybe it could be a list of reasons. Maybe a young lady's on her menstrual cycle at that time, or anything. This is what you do, right? You sit down with that person, and sorry about the throat, guys. If possible, you get some candles, right? And you set the candles up around you. Now, you don't need candles. I'm just trying to settle the ambiance, a little mood and stuff, you know. You set the candles, you dim the lights. You sit facing each other. And there's many different variations of how you could do this. One way would be facing each other. You both close your eyes. And you sit with your palms up. I can't show you because I'm sitting down here, but you place both your palms on your knees facing up. And you could have the other person facing you as well, sitting in like kind of what they call lotus position, I don't know what they call it, but your legs cross. And you sit down like a meditation position kind of thing, right? And basically, you got your palms both up, one each hand on your knee, one hand on each knee, palms up. The other person takes their palms. It could be either person, a male or female, or male to male, or female to female, either way. And you place, one person places their palms on top of the other person's palms, kind of like this. And it could be very gently touching each other. And then you close your eyes and you both see what can you pick up from this person. Now, you see what energy you can feel from this person. And if the goal is to have like a sexual experience, what you do is you both visualize the sexual experiences. You visualize your energy merging into this other person's energy and letting it build up and intertwining and just really going deep into the person. You visualize yourself becoming one with their energy. You visualize yourself, how do I say, going into them. It's like not just their physical body, but going into their soul, going into the energy that is manifesting their physical corporeal form. And you can go deeper with this. You can visualize this person's other timelines that they have going. What other lives have they lived? What other realities have they come from? What other selves did they have? What probable selves did they have? I mean, you're really just traveling with this person through their inner reality, through their multi-dimensional reality. And you're doing this with each other, traveling through each other's realities. And if you do this, it can build up a very big climax. Now, the climax might not be physical, like a physical bodily orgasm, but you could have something much more powerful, which would be a type of a mental orgasm and a sense of euphoria. And this will bond you together with this person on a deeper level, because the act of sex, I mean, sex is a beautiful thing, making love, if you want to call it that, but we've become too accustomed to just the physical. So it's like, if you're one of these people, like me, who are wanting something more out of reality, wanting to go beyond the physical and the material into the ethereal, and you're ready to access other realms of reality, you have to start going about things a different way. Everything, all across the board. It's not just about eating healthy, which is important. It's not just about meditating, which is important. Dreams, all these things. This is about, this includes everything across the board, including your sex life. So you need to start connecting with people on a different level, a multi-dimensional level, a multi-dimensional sexuality. And, you know, it's like when you do this with a person, you have a different sense of awareness when you're around them. It won't be just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna hit that. Oh damn, she look good. Ooh yeah, he looks fine. I mean, that's all good and dandy, but what did you want something more? And there's something more out there. I'm telling you guys, man. Spirituality, if you want to call it that, I mean, that's a popular term now. But you could call it spirituality, consciousness expanding, psychic expanding, whatever you want to call it. It's all the same thing, but it goes so much deeper, and we've basically just become accustomed to just one way of doing things. Like, this is sex, this is romance, this is that. And we're missing out on some of the finer things in life, man. So, that's one way. Like I said, sitting down on the floor, set up an ambiance, a nice mood, candles. The room could be pitch black dark if you want to do it that way. You can have some dim lights, or you can have some candles going. It's up to you. Get creative. But the important point is, like I said, you sitting down, palms facing up, the other person doing the same, putting their palms on top of yours, feeling that kinetic energy, feeling that electromagnetic energy going back and forth between you. Breathe. You breathe in. And you breathe out. You breathe in, you breathe out. And you do this back and forth. You could either stay still and just let this all be a physical, not physical, let this all be just like a mental, psychic exchange. If you want, perhaps you could, like, some people, you could sway your bodies left to right as you're doing this, or sway back and forth as you're doing this. There are many different variations. Find out which one will work good for you. And it would be good if both of you are like in sync. You don't want, like, you're swaying left to right or back and forth, and this person's just sitting there, because they'll be like, well, this is weird. But if that's what works, hey, you know, whatever. I'm not saying this is how it has to be. If you want to, if you're both in this zone and one person starts swaying, hey, that's what they're feeling at that moment. That's the energy, the physical manifestation, the physical representation of the energy they're picking up. So you might have one person just sitting still, tapped in, the other person starts swaying back and forth, left to right. That's how it is. Take it for, you know, don't put strict limitations on it. Be spontaneous, go with the flow. Also, another variation could be same situation with you sitting down on the floor, meditation position, but now you're facing opposite directions with back to back. So your back, their back, back to back, spine to spine. I don't like these terms, but people want to use that Kundalini rising, man, with that Kundalini energy. If that's the term you want to use, and hey, fuck it, use it. But you want those spinal cords aligned with each other, man. Have that energy rising up together, all the way up through your body, through the core, and shooting out through the top of your head out into the universe, and flowing back through your body. And basically, so you have to understand that our bodies, right? So we have these physical vessels, but at the same time we're multidimensional. So at every moment point, every present point, the moment point just means the present, we are rippling out into all directions, into all realities at all times. Even now as I'm making this video, even as you're watching this video. So with all this happening with you spine to spine, this works for the other episode too, other one too. Oh man, this video's gonna die. No, I might have to make a part 2. This looks like it's gonna burn out. I'm sorry. But anyway, as you're both facing opposite directions, you know, you realize that your both energies are rippling outwards, and all this realities are going on, and you're both linked to each other. You're both connected. So that's another variation of it. Um, there's so many different variations, man. I fucking hate that this camera's blinking now, man. But I guess it's Sumari want me to leave you guys on a cliffhanger. But this video looks like it's about 15 minutes. If it cuts, I apologize. I'll probably get back into it. But I got a lot more stuff to give you guys on this, man, because it's time to take this shit to the next level, man. I mean, I'm giving you exercises with partners, but there's also exercises that you can do by yourself, where you want to talk about an orgasm, having a physical orgasm. What about tapping into the fucking grid of reality? And that's what I'm talking about. That's real power. When you can literally project yourself and realize where you are in your multi-dimensional existence and literally feel plugged in to everything. When you can do stuff like that, and you can do it, and I'm going to help you try to get to that point, but I can only go but so far. You have to do the rest. When you get to that level of being able to plug yourself into the field of reality itself, all realities, all existence, and realize that you are connected to all of them, you will start to go beyond the physical sexual experience and start experiencing something else. It's kind of hard to explain. You have to actually experience it yourself, but I'm at this point now where, I mean, of course, I still love having sex. I love it. And that will never change, but I don't stress out. Like, if I don't have a sexual partner at any time, I don't start bugging out and getting crazy and, having to go do masturbation and all this stuff. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, masturbation, and I know people might disagree, but they're probably coming from religious backgrounds or whatever. It's natural. But there are other alternatives if you want to get more into a more consciousness expansion, consciousness expanding routine of life. There are other directions you could go, other pathways for everything. There's no one way for anything. You have to think. If masturbation is the only way that I can physically stimulate myself, are there other avenues that I could take that could take me to other places? And there are. And a lot of it, everything's psychic, man. Everything is psychic. Everything is mental energy. So, God, this fucking flashing light is annoying me, man, because I don't want the camera to suddenly just cut. But I just want to give y'all this, man. There are other ways to have sex besides just having a physical sexual partner. You could actually, I mean, when you get to the level that I'm trying to bring you guys to, you could go into these inner realities and have sexual experiences that go way beyond the physical, man. And it's not just about, like, you go into inner reality and then there's like this other person there and now you guys are having sex. I'm talking about, how do I explain this, man? It's heavy, it's deep. I'm talking about tapping into a field of energy. It's like making love to reality itself. I mean, actual reality, creation itself. All that is, making love to God, man. Making love to all that is. It's a possibility, and I do it all the time. And when you get to that point where you can make love to all that is, making love to reality, to creation itself, that's when you're working with some real power, man. And that takes you, I mean, if you can make love to God, if you can make love to all that is, if you can make love to reality and creation itself, a physical partner, you should have no fear about, oh God, can I satisfy this person? Are they going to be satisfied? Are they going to laugh at me? Because you're going to be like, well, fuck, I'm making love to creation itself, so this is just an extension. Me making love to this person, having sex with this person is just a physical manifestation, extension of all that is. And you'll be a lot more creative. So, if you guys want more on this, subscribe or send me a message saying that you want to know more about this, because I'm interested. I want to know who's interested in hearing this, man. That sexual transmutation video that I made 2 years ago, that probably has the most views of anything on out of all my videos. That has, like, where is it? 1,116 views, man. So it's like, obviously people were interested in this, but there's a lot of other things that we can do, man. A lot of other sexual experiences that we can experience, and eyes have a big part to play also in sexuality, man. I mean, when you're making love to somebody, look into their eyes, man. But I'm not just okay. I'm looking into someone's physical eyes. I mean, the eyes have power itself. I mean, you could transcend time and space, break the boundaries, have an orgasm beyond the space-time continuum. If you look into a person's eye, they say the eyes are windows to the soul. That has a lot of truth to it, man. You look into a person's eyes, and you both could end up having an orgasm that will probably leave you both limp for a couple of hours, man, and you won't be able to move. But yeah. There's just so much. There's so much more to reality itself, and don't be afraid to explore your sexuality, not just with other people, but also alone. And I don't mean just self-satisfying yourself, like I said, not just through masturbation or, whatever you want to use, sexual toys or whatever you have you, but try out a psychic sexuality, man. For number one, benefits, it's safe. You won't have to worry about catching anything from anybody. But two, besides all that and the physical, like the gratification of it, it really will tap you into a much deeper understanding of the universe. I mean, the universe is what is reality itself. I mean, what is creation itself? When you start thinking on that level, creation is like a giant orgasm, a continuous orgasm that's happening for eternity, for infinity, and it just keeps creating. If you think of two people making love and having a child, I mean, what is that? An orgasm is this explosion of creativity, and it creates life. So if you think about actual life in our existence of reality, we're just one giant orgasm happening, rippling throughout all space and time, man. And it keeps happening continuously for infinity. So, yeah. Looks like the SUMARI helped me out here, gave my camera a little bit more juice to keep this thing moving from turning off. But yeah, man, you could tap in and make love to God, make love to all that is. But as far as like having another partner in the room with you, yeah, don't be afraid to explore. Don't be afraid to get creative, man. You don't have to just sit down, bumping and grinding, and then that's it, and think, well, that's it, it's over. You could take this to a new level and really connect with somebody on a deeper level. Those exercises I gave you, I know they might be weird to try out with a person, but hey, man, you're on this path, you're watching my videos, you have to introduce people to new things. You can't just, you can't be afraid. You have to be like I said in the last one, you got to be the change you want to see. So we have to start creating new things, new cultures, new sexuality, new ways of connecting with one another. You don't have to just keep doing things the same way. You can connect with people and other individuals, other entities on other levels of creation. And I might make more about this, but this blinking light's annoying me. I don't want the camera to just cut, so I'm gonna just leave it like this for now. Giving you a few things to try with your loved ones or yourselves. But I have more to talk about this probably because there's also other forms of life that you can make love to in your meditations and trance states that. Should I get into this? I don't know. I don't know if you guys are mature enough. I don't know if you guys are ready to make love to God, man, because that's like a whole new level that I'm taking you guys on. But I did promise you I will start taking you into new levels of reality, so I will get into this again. But for now, that's just something for you guys to meditate on. This is like a little pre-course of a little introduction to introduce you guys to something new. But meditate on it. If you want to say what you feel about it, hit me up, send me messages. But yeah, that's it for now, man. we'll talk more about this. I gotta get out of here. SUMARI to everybody out there. And time to start making love to God, man. Time to start making love to all that is reality itself. Take care, everybody. See you soon. Uh-oh, the camera won't turn off. Later, guys.